fellow Trekkies, I'd like to formally introduce myself as Lisa Marie, and I'd also like to formally introduce this channel new to YouTube called Voyager Holodeck 1. This channel is a passion and is about all and everything Star Trek Voyager. I absolutely love this series. It is my favourite series of all time. I just completely love it altogether, and I wanted to share this with all you fellow Trekkies out there and all you fellow Voyager fans as well. I do have another channel on YouTube called Stargate Alpha Site, which is a dedication to Stargate SG-1 because I fell in love with that show round about the similar sort of time that I did fall in love with Voyager, so I wanted to make that dedication as well, so check that out. This channel I am doing, like I say, all and everything Star Trek Voyager. I will be doing episode recaps of every episode in all 7 seasons. I will be doing crew profiles, I will do memorable moments, heroic moments, I will be doing the love stories that go on, I will be doing the holodeck programs throughout the whole series, I will be doing a tour of Voyager itself, the USS Voyager NCC 74656. So there will be tours of the decks and the engineering, bridge, etc, etc, so keep your eyes out for that. I will also be doing weekly quiz questions on this. I'll be doing merchandise openings. I will be doing collection videos where I'll show the collections that I already have, because I started watching this when I was 11, so I do have quite a few stuff already to show you guys. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on, and I don't obviously want to give away too much now because I want you guys to just love this channel as much as I do. And yeah, like I say, this is just a complete pure dedication to Voyager, and there is still a demand and a huge fan base out there for Star Trek Voyager because it will never disappear, it will never go away, and it's always going to be there, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I have watched all of the other series myself, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, and the new one, Discovery, but Voyager is just absolutely my best one, and I don't know if it's because of the lead role by Kate Mulgrew, I don't know, but it's just absolutely fantastic, and there's not one single episode that I can fault at all. And one of my greatest ambitions in my life is that I have met Kate Mulgrew herself and got an autograph from her, so that is just like one of them things ticked off my bucket list, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys later down the line, and I'll show you the photos and the autograph, etc. But yeah, just a little background history. I first got into Star Trek because my dad was a Trekkie with growing up on the original series. My neighbour, my dad's friend, was also a sci-fi fan, so there was a lot of, the swapping of the VHSs back then, because I'm 29 now, so when I started watching it in 11, it was a long time ago. And I never really much thought about watching Voyager, it didn't bother me, and I know that's blasphemy to hear because Voyager is Voyager, but it didn't bother me at that time. And I remember sat there one evening, randomly flicking through the TV in the dining room, and I remember coming across the Star Trek Voyager episode, Tinker, Tenor, Doctor Spy. And I thought, oh, I'll just watch this, and I'd already missed about 10-15 minutes of it. But I thought, oh, I'll just watch it, there's nothing else on, I'm a bit, bit bored like. And then I really got into it, and I just remember kind of like thinking, when I saw the scenes where all the women crew are fighting over the Doctor, and Janeway is like sort of like fighting over him, and when she gets his hand and slides it down her back onto her bum and all that, I remember sat there thinking, I didn't realise Star Trek was like that. And I was just like, this is actually pretty good. And at that time my dad had previously recorded episodes on VHS, and he dug them out for me, and I watched them, and there was all like random episodes, because back then it was like so random. It would be like season 1 episode 3, and then it would be season 5 episode 5, and then season 4 episode 10, and it was pretty random. And I just remember taking it all in. I was trying to catch up with the characters and the storylines that was going on with the characters, etc, etc. And obviously I remember seeing, the only one main difference was the difference between Kes and Seven, so I was just like, what went on there, and the difference with Janeway's hairstyle, so I knew it was a different series, and I was just trying to get my head round it. I'd meticulously follow the TV guides down to a T to try and make sure I got hold of, the earlier episodes, and I did manage to find Caretaker, and you know what, when I watched it, I was just like, oh my god, this is absolutely stunningly amazing. How could I have not watched this before? And then a couple of years later I started getting some pocket money, and I saved up every inch of my pocket money from family members, etc. And I bought season 1 on box set of Voyager, and it was in the first time it came out in box set, it was in the red case with the white sides, and I still have all them, so I'll show you guys as part of my collection video later on down the line. And I just sat down and I watched them all till about 4 in the morning, and I didn't stop, and I was just like, but I need to get season 2, but I bought one a month, so it took me 7 months to get each season, but it was well worth the wait. And I tell you what guys, it was absolutely completely worth it. I will be later on down the line as well telling you about my experience at the Destination Star Trek London as well, which is where I went and met Kate Mulgrew. So yeah, I just love Voyager. I love the cast that was cast for the crew. I love the storylines, I love the music, I love the writing of it, and they couldn't have chose anyone better at all to portray each of the crew members like they have done with the casting. I think it was absolutely perfect. You know, you have Janeway, which is the first lead female role in a Star Trek series, and she's absolutely fantastic at the job. And you have Tom Paris, which is, you know, the stereotypical, is like the Kirk type character, is good looking and is after all the women, so it's nice to have a bit of eye candy in there. And then you have Chakotay, which is like very, very handsome, but also it's so fascinating because it has that like American Indian theme going on. You know, you have Kes, which is she's a very beautiful woman herself, and the storylines that goes on with her and her progression as well. And you have Neelix, which I absolutely love. His character is so adorable, and you know, being morale officer, I would love to have him as my morale officer any day of the week. You know, you have Harry Kim, who is also quite handsome as well, and he's sort of in there. Like I say, it's a shame that he didn't get much character progression throughout the series, but he's still a character. And I love B'Elanna Torres, and I love her character because I love the idea of the alien hybrids that Star Trek bring into their series. I mean, we first meet the first Klingon human hybrid of Kayla in The Next Generation, and then later on down the line in Next Generation, I think it was in season 6 or 7, we then first come across a Klingon Romulan hybrid, which I thought was fascinating. So I do love the fact that we see that we have this alien hybrid that's on Voyager, and she's trying to overcome the strong, you know, temperament of the Klingon side against the human side, and it always interferes, and that's why she decided to leave the academy, etc. So yeah, I just love the diverse storylines about each character. I love Voyager itself, and yeah, it's so amazing. And this is what this channel is for, and this is what this channel is about. It's to show the passion, it's to have laughs, it's to have tears again, it's to just relive it, and I just want to continue it. And I am so looking forward to creating all the videos and sharing it with all you Voyager fans out there and all you Trekkie fans. So yeah, please click the subscribe button and like, and what will follow on from this video is a introduction trailer to this YouTube channel, which I had a load of fun making, and something similar I did for my Stargate Alpha Site channel as well, so check that out. And yeah, so please join me on an adventure through the Delta Quadrant as we discover Star Trek Voyager. Janeway out.